start too. We were having
It was a great start. We're starting now though.
You sold us. Okay.
I sold.
Chase sold.
Anyways, it's February 20th, Tuesday, 9:00. Like Matt said, it's our normal start time
Normal start.
now.
We called it late, but it's normal now.
It's very normal.
It's very normal.
In our group chat, we say 8:00, 8:30.
Well,
9:00 is when we start.
There's only 2 people.
I
that
end
said
up rolling
8:30.
out here about.
The only
11.
reason I said 8:30 is because my fiance said, "Can we please hang out for a little bit before we go do the podcast?" And I said, 8:30 shouldn't be a big ask. So 30 minutes later, we're here.
Now you're making me look like the bad guy here.
And that's not the bad guy. I didn't say that y'all were hating on me. You're the one that was applying it.
I wasn't hating on anybody. You guys acting like I'm a certified hater.
2 guys don't want to talk ball, and the other 2 don't know.
They don't know ball.
It's just a hobby.
I
It's
mean,
a
me
hobby.
and Jack know ball. I mean,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyways,
There's a
all
bunch
right.
of ball knowers around here.
Yeah.
I'm Chase Roberts.
I'm Will Campbell.
Matthew Linden.
Jackson Stone.
Just wanted to give that because Matt wasn't here last week for
Mhm.
that beautiful introduction. He missed it.
What happened?
Just timing wise, we couldn't film.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It was Valentine's
week.
Day.
Valentine's Day, then you left Thursday.
Well, he also couldn't.
Yeah.
It
It's
was-
all good.
It was date night.
He's got his
We
date night Thursday.
Yeah,
I did
it's
too.
Not, it's not on date night Thursday. It's just we didn't go out on Valentine's Day.
That's
They
fair
went to
enough.
Mexico
I wasn't
instead.
upset. I wasn't upset.
You got a Mexican that said date night?
I go to Mexican on Wednesday.
That's crazy.
I
That's
have
amazing.
missed Mexican to come film with y'all.
But is Mexican really that important?
Can we eat Mexican here?
No.
No.
You missed the dang king cake.
We had king cake here?
Yeah, because it was Fat Tuesday, and my
King- I've
brother got the
I've,
baby.
I've had
We
a.
had a
I've
banger at Dev Dog's.
We should have a banger at Devon's, but
I've had king cake so much in my life that's
it's nothing. It's
It's
just
nothing.
it's a typical Tuesday.
and
for
plus
you.
the king cake here is not.
I got a pretty decent one at Tasty
Yeah,
Donuts.
I thought-
See, okay, Tasty Donuts, but like, I'm talking about down there. They fill it with stuff.
Well, I just got. We could have gotten filled. I just got a
Fi-
normal one. Though.
filled's the way to go.
I like
What
plain.
kind of stuff
plain
they filling with?
Whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Yeah, the people can fill it. They give you flavors. They'll fill it for you.
Anyways, not the point.
Down in Louisiana, they have like drive-throughs, and like you could put daiquiri in it if you wanted to.
They got drive-through daiquiri shacks.
They get
Mhm.
adult beverage
Yeah,
in
for
it?
real. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can put an adult beverage in it, and it's good stuff.
Yeah.
I've
But-
never had it with the daiquiri because I don't drink, but
Yeah, okay. But I wanted to start off a segment because I was at the Clemson baseball game this past weekend. I was enjoying myself, and this thought came to my head. So the left field was the student section. You know, they're heckling the left fielder, obviously. Makes sense.
Mhm.
But then we end up going in the seats and listening. There's an old man heckling. So I was thinking of this: is for the kids or for everybody, right? So is heckling, is that for the kids only, like, or should everybody be allowed to heckle?
I think everybody should be allowed to heckle.
I think-
I've the greatest heckle I've ever seen. I think these two are with me, Jackson and Will. We're in the Atlanta Braves game against the Washington Nationals.
I was there too, actually.
You were?
I
I
was
didn't-
there.
Okay,
A
so and
DNU
remember
commit.
we sat behind those 4 older men that were coaches at a high school, and they were giving
Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber,
Mhm.
or they called him
Schwarber-Lubu.
Schwarberger, yeah, or Schwarber-Lubu. They were telling him his pants are sprayed on. They were getting onto him.
Which I don't know how that's that's a compliment to me.
Yeah.
My pants are painted
And then
on.
I remember that he was talking so much trash. I was like, "What do you do for a living?" He goes, "I'm a high school teacher."
Yeah, like they even said like they're like Schwarberberg, boobs or butt. They said left hand this, right hand this. He's like, I think he went butt. He put his left hand down.
Yeah.
That was the best heckle I've ever seen. It was fun. I think heckling should be
And
fun.
Schwarberger was going with
Yeah,
it.
I
Yeah.
think heckling should be a mature thing people do to have fun.
Tell you one, this heckle that I witnessed by this old man was not mature.
He's old man.
Oh man,
He had
How
nothing
old
to
are we
lose.
talking about?
he was probably in his 60s.
Yeah,
He's got to have a better thing to do
We're
than
gonna cut
that.
off, right? There's definitely cut off.
yeah. Once you hit like 50, there's just no there's no giving a care
Yeah.
in the world.
I got another one.
Hell, my family, the most trash talk is from everybody 70 above.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's reasonable. I mean it depends on.
They lost care in the world.
I'd hope. I bet if you're talking trash and you've been on this planet 70 years, you better be good.
Yeah.
You had 70 years to get ready to flame me, and I'm 24. Like,
It better be good.
it better be good.
All right, I got some in my mouth first off, but
Pause.
whoa, but jerseys for the kids and for everybody.
Everybody.
What do you like? Like wearing like another person's jersey, like
Yeah, let's say you're like a 30-year-old man. You're going to
college
a
game.
Braves game. You're wearing a Austin Riley jersey.
Yeah, for everybody.
That's for everybody?
You're supporting your team.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like you're supporting your team. Like I feel like I'll be that guy when I'm older. But there's more kids that like it out
Definitely.
there. But I'm not saying it's for the kids. I'm saying it's for everybody. But there's gonna be more kids.
Definitely wearing jerseys. And I'm not just meaning kids. I mean like our age right now. You know, not just for the kids.
I'm a grown man.
Here's my thing: if the game managers are wearing the jersey,
grown as
I
hell.
think I could wear the jersey.
If
150.
the GMs.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's weird. I understand the history why they wear it, because game managers used to also be players. They used to be GMs and players. Because some of them, I mean, my dad used to growing up. He Pete Rose, for example, he should be in the Hall of Fame. But he told me that
Should be in the
he
Hall
was his later years, he was a game manager, but he would also play. He would just go in there and hit, play first here and there, which is kind of cool. That's kind of the history behind it.
I respect that.
Yeah, so I get why they do it.
I do think there should be a, like maybe, like I said, 50, 60. You know, you switch that jersey in for like a nice little looking polo.
Like a jacket, maybe.
A
too.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like golf pullover.
Maybe
Yeah.
the Columbia PFG with the logo on there.
That's totally Atlanta Braves right there. The
That's
PFG,
definitely-
that's Braves.
That's Braves.
But that's a Braves thing. You don't see you don't go to a Milwaukee Brewers game and you see a grown man wearing a PFG.
Because
Hey, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I might be surprised. I could be
because
wrong.
After the game, they're going to catch some bass on the lake.
I don't know. I think they're the Brewers. I think they're gonna get some brews after the game.
I was thinking about the Braves.
But yeah, that's a Braves thing. It's a southern thing. I've only seen it. I've been to Petco Park.
Okay, well that's two different
That's what I'm saying.
demographics right
It's
there.
what I'm saying. Demographics.
Yeah.
It's a southern thing. PFG's predominantly in the south. Pro fishing gear, right?
Pro what?
Pro fishing gear. PFG.
Pro what?
Fishing gear.
No, there's something else.
Performance. I thought it was performance
Performance.
fishing
It's
gear.
performance.
It's definitely
fishing gear.
performance fishing gear.
Oh, okay. I mean, pro would still sound good. Pro fishing gear,
Well, I'm not professional when I be wearing a PFG.
dude. If I got a boat and I'm casting a reel and I pay that much money for a boat, I'm gonna consider myself a pro. Because even if it's a John boat and I just put a motor on the back, I'm a pro.
Reasonable.
You coming on the boat this summer?
Do you have a boat?
Yes, I have a boat.
When did you get a boat? Where did he get a boat? Did you know about the boat?
He didn't know about the boat. I've talked to him about the boat. The
Bro,
duck
you
boat.
talk about so much stuff. It's hard to remember everything.
I've never heard about this boat.
I ain't no
I've got a duck boat.
encyclopedia.
A duck boat.
Yeah.
It's a John boat.
That's what I'm saying. A John
Flat
boat.
bottom
It's one of
John
them
boat.
flat bottoms with a motor on it.
Yeah, I gotta take the blind out of it. I got a blind, pull over, you can sit in the boat, shoot them damn mallards.
Oh, so we're just gonna. It's like a yacht. It's the rich poor man's version.
Yeah,
of
you
a
move
yacht.
too much, you
Yeah.
might tilt.
You start.
But hey,
You got
Well,
any
the
seats in
waters are
there, or is it
choppy,
just straight
too.
steel?
You better be
There's
careful
six-
that you
there's
might,
three.
Like
capsize.
with cushion?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
She rides about 25 miles an hour.
yeah, she's pushing. I mean, a pontoon would outrun us.
No, they get her in the wind.
Get
Get
her
her
in the
laying
wind.
down
That's
in front of the boat going down.
No way. We just blew. We're up by 8 now. Is the game
Oh.
over?
should be.
Oh, we're fine.
Oh.
We're fine. We're chill.
He's talking about the Tennessee-Mizzou game going in the last couple 45 seconds.
Still, we got beat on a buzzer beater last year, so I wouldn't be surprised if we lost again. Not the point. How's y'all's weekend though? I had a pretty fun weekend.
I worked all weekend.
Me as well.
I had
Me too.
I had an intense moment at the jail. Twice,
Probably not.
3 times this weekend.
Probably not for the ears though. We can,
No, probably not for this, but 3 intense moments. But yeah,
it happens.
it happens. It was
Gotta,
the best.
gotta roll with the punches and move on.
Pokes.
I had some
1 or 2.
intense moments. My dad wasn't too happy. If y'all don't know, I work for my dad. It's a good time.
Yeah. On other notes though, I don't think our locks were locks this past weekend. My locks was not obviously a lock.
We both made a good parlay though, right?
Well, Auburn got wolfed by Kentucky.
We both hit that monstrous one Friday night.
We did hit that monstrous
Oh,
one.
I
explain
didn't
the
put
monstrous
one. I didn't put one Saturday night.
Explain this.
What was my lock? What did I?
Explain this monstrous
Look at
one.
the video I
Oh,
sent you is up
baseball.
there.
The baseball parlay. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Tennessee. You know that's going to North Carolina.
What is?
FanDuel.
Well, let's go.
That's news to the bettors out there.
So
All the
this
people in
was-
North Carolina.
This was my lock that I didn't say on the on the podcast, but I should have because this is my log. Georgia money line, Arkansas money line, Texas money line, Tennessee money line, Ole
This
Miss
one.
money line, and Vanderbilt money line. Vanderbilt scared me. They had a little duck fart that won them the game.
Mm.
Texas also scared me. I think they went in extras. They got extras. They
Is
did
this,
go extras.
is
They
this
won.
baseball?
This was NCAA baseball.
What was the plus? You got a lot of negatives. What's it all come out to for a plus? I don't see the.
Plus 815. Not too bad.
I'll
Not
just.
bad, not bad.
So
I think mine was.
5 to win
I think mine
45.
was
That's
plus
a win.
900 because mine was a little bit.
that
better.
that
a
right
bad
there.
beat.
Talk about a
Bad
bad
beat.
beat. Can we talk about this beat real
Look at
quick?
this fucking. Sorry. Language. Sorry for cussing.
Hey.
That's
Yeah,
no.
Wake Forest loses and Mississippi State loses and Vanderbilt loses. Like that's a horrible.
Can we
beat.
go to the beat
Is
that
that
was?
today?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's as of
bro.
like 20 minutes ago.
Can we go to this beat right here? I want to talk about this beat. I know we don't really go over the NBA, but here's the beat that me and Jackson had. Lauri Markkinen over 15 points. Klay Thompson over 11. DeAndre Ayton over 6.5 rebounds, and Rudy Gobert just to get 10 plus. Markkinen hit. Klay Thompson hit, and it came off the bench. First time ever coming off the
He
bench.
dropped like 40.
30, 33, 35, something like
Looked
that.
OG.
Rudy Gobert, 10 boards, lost.
Shattered that in the first quarter.
Ayton. I don't know why I keep on saying Orton, but Ayton
Randy
had
Orton.
4 rebounds going into the halftime. Definitely a lock. You're thinking he's
Oh, that's
averaging
money.
like 8 or 9 a game. Goes into the third quarter, fouls, gets his 4th foul. Doesn't play the whole third quarter. Goes into the fourth quarter. I was watching this game. Goes into the
Back-to-back
fourth
fouls.
quarter. Under 40 seconds, basically, is what the guy said. I didn't even do the time, but I watched the game. He back-to-back fouled. Fouled out.
Or like
Lord.
40 seconds into the fourth
Yeah.
quarter.
Back-to-back fouls.
That's crazy.
The worst beat
That was
ever.
a bad beat.
I'm gonna put this out there. I made this parlay under the influence.
So you were inebriated.
So
Just started picking stuff.
For those that can't see it, he had Mississippi State money line. These are all money lines in college baseball. Mississippi State, A&M, TCU, UCLA, Texas, Tennessee, and Ole Miss. Ole Miss was a scary one.
The only game they won the whole weekend.
Yeah,
Ole Miss lost games this weekend?
They lost
they
2 to
lost
Hawaii.
2 to Hawaii. This game they
Bad
won.
beat from Isaac.
This game they won went into extras, and they finished 4 a.m. Oxford
Wow.
time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was brutal.
Wow.
And then they proceeded to lose 2 more. Which
Yeah,
granted,
they,
it's
that
4
was the
a.m.
game they
for them.
won.
They're
Was
probably
the,
on
well, they won
slow
2.
sleep.
Wow.
They won 2. This is the one I
After
put
that
on.
first game, you got a full rest.
LSU almost lost to VMI.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you almost lost to the Key
Friday.
Yeah, but then they beat them 25 to something.
Yeah, a school record.
School record singles,
Yeah.
20 singles in one game.
Yeah, Ole Miss won the first doubleheader and then got beat 9 to 1 the
Hold on.
second doubleheader.
So the Oklahoma Tennessee game went into extras.
Yeah.
So it was 1-.
It was 1-1, the majority, and then, like I said, I thought our pitching was. We left 11 runners stranded.
So he hit a 4-run shot.
No, they just scored 4 runs in extra.
Been kind of in shambles.
Huh?
Mm.
Wake Forest just loses tonight. Vanderbilt lost to Florida Atlantic. Tennessee loses to Oklahoma.
Mississippi State just lost to Austin P today too.
Yep.
Mm.
Was that on your parlay today?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, the 4 best teams on my parlay all lost.
it's baseball. It's gonna happen. Wait, Vanderbilt lost today?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't
They
realize
lost to
Vanderbilt lost
Dayton. Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, and Wake Forest lose. I would have bet the house on Wake Forest to beat UNC Greensboro.
They
I would have lost my house. I don't even have a house.
We wouldn't be
If
filming.
I had one, would have lost
We
it.
wouldn't be filming tonight if they did.
No, we've been back in my crib.
Been on the porch.
I don't think you get to keep the porch. If you
We'll
lose
just go in the
house.
neighbor's
Okay,
backyard.
there we go.
I'm down for that.
Wow.
Or film at the hands.
I didn't see. I work at night, so I don't get to keep up with sports as much as I would like to. Because
He was strong at the beginning of this, and now he's just plummeted.
it's just because with my work schedule, and
He's just not a ball.
when I try to watch the games, the most of my job consists of working between the hours of 6 p.m. till about 11:30. None of the games on are at 11:30. So when I'm done working, really, I'm just chilling and waiting to get off work at 6 a.m. No games are on.
I bet there's like cricket or something you could find.
Yeah.
Dude, tennis and cricket plays all night.
I was watching.
You know you're down bad when you start betting on cricket.
I was watching rugby. Rugby sevens are quick and insane.
I won $6 on
I
cricket.
think
today.
it was 7.
That's sickening. You need to talk to somebody.
But,
If you're betting on cricket and tennis, you're just something wrong with you.
Creighton is wow.
But
Wow.
Blaine Savage, he was betting on this past weekend of the what am I saying? The Genesis Invitational or whatever. And Hideki Matsuyama was plus 1250 to win. Down 9 strokes. Blaine put 10 on him and won like 1100.
Oh my lord! I wish.
Came back from 9 strokes.
I wish that would have been free money.
Yeah.
But
Nuts.
That's a lot of free monies.
I mean, I don't know how you even guessed that's gonna happen, but hey, luck, I guess.
Matt wasn't here when we filmed about the
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. He wanted to bring up a topic that
Yeah.
I'm very
Keen on.
animate about, which I don't really want to get back into it because I've already
What was
pled
your?
my case.
I don't know your case. What was your case? Let's go, Jackson. What was your case?
The case, first off, before he,
I didn't know you were Jackson.
Who's
but
better
okay.
overall tight end, Rob Gronkowski or Travis Kelce? First off, now.
You want to hear my opinion?
Yes.
I think, as of right now, Gronk is better, but I think long term, Kelsey will be
Okay.
better.
I think Gronk's better.
Okay.
As a tight
end.
reception wise,
No, as a complete tight end.
a complete
Gronk
tight end,
is
Gronk's
still
better
making some
because he's
tough
still,
ass catches.
Okay.
but he's still gonna stand down and be just as good as the line.
Okay.
I think it's different
Yeah,
from the
I-
quarterbacks.
We were talking about probably the two greatest quarterbacks they both got ever to play. Two
And
greatest.
I'm guessing that Tom Brady had a better receiving core than Patrick Mahomes did. I may be wrong.
That's false.
No?
That's false.
Who do you have? So
He just
Julian
just
Edelman.
won a Super Bowl
Julian's
with a
good.
rookie receiver and 2
a dog.
bums who can't catch.
We had
Michael Hardman.
They
and,
just
Van-
sat a good, healthy receiver because he can't catch, and he still won a Super Bowl.
Anyways, not the point. Our best receiver for I don't know how many years was Julian Edelman.
Is he not good or something?
No, he good, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying you got him, you got
Chris Hogan.
Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan who played lacrosse.
He now does.
No, he played lacrosse in
But
college.
he's a pro now. He's a PFL.
Yeah, but anyways, we could go on this rant right now. I
Okay.
could pull up all the receivers if you wanted me to. but
No,
that's
it
gonna
doesn't.
take-
It doesn't matter
Moss.
about receivers. It's matter about who's the better tight
And,
end.
and we didn't win a Super Bowl with Randy Moss.
They went 16-0, right?
And
17-0.
lost to the
Yeah.
lost to the Giants.
So here's my thing. The only thing that Gronk is just better at, is blocking. Everything else.
Well, my
Just-
Patrick Mahomes' point was that he just gets the ball so fast, the blocking doesn't even matter. That's why you've got, what's his name, Noah Gray. He can block. Put him in there.
No, Gray apparently missed a huge block that cost up Pacheco fumble.
Didn't cost him a Super Bowl, though.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but-
a good point.
But besides blocking, when it comes to making routes, running routes, catching, Kelsey's better at receiving the ball than Gronk.
They both just run straight and sit in one area.
I would say route running. There's
they
more.
run straight, find where the
There's
zone
more.
is
There's
not
more
covered. and they
route.
just sit
There's
there.
more
Gronk's
route run.
definitely a tougher grown ass man.
Well, yeah,
I
I
think-
like
I
Gronk
was-
better.
I think
but
Gronk's
I
stronger.
will
That
say
kind of
that
kicks.
till I die.
That comes
Don't
to
they
blocking.
I like that Andy Reid puts Kelsey on defense. You know, when they do like Hail Marys to the end zone, like when it's their last chance, he puts Kelsey.
Yeah, they used to do that with Gronk. They got burnt one time against the Miami Dolphins.
We're not gonna talk about that. Well, that was a different story.
Kenyon Drake took it to the crib.
That was a different story.
He got broke.
Miami Miracle.
Don't need to talk about that.
And listen, because right now, if we look
Yeah,
at
okay.
what the statistics in tight end, I'm pretty sure Kelsey has more receiving yards.
Yeah, he's
than
well,
Gronk.
rightfully.
I don't have to
so.
look it up. I just
Rightfully-
feel like
I think him and I think he's got the most receptions in playoffs, right?
I would just talk about
I
his
know,
season
I know.
altogether.
Kelsey lines up as a receiver more.
Yeah. I know that. Oh. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Is that
2,000
all
more.
time?
No, it was last year.
Receiving
Oh.
yards?
Anyways, Gronkowski
Yeah,
has
it's all
more
time,
yards
man.
per catch, more receiving
See,
touchdowns,
Gronkowski's two biggest routes were either a seam go
and he's running over a mo.
or just
A mofo face.
listen. Just listen. You're not listening.
I'm listening.
And
loud and
a
clear.
quick little out. Kelsey can run the whole route tree. Gronk can't.
He's not a tight end. He's a receiver.
What is next to his name? What is he listed on
He's-
the depth chart? What is he
He's
listed on the
listed
depth
as
chart?
a tight end.
Okay,
Don't
then he's
get
a
me
tight
wrong.
end.
Don't get
Well,
me
look at,
wrong.
hold
He's a
on,
tight
hold on.
end.
Look at this.
Is Trent Williams a
Kelsey leads in everything except yards per reception and touchdowns.
Also, more games played. Which, honestly, I will say this. I think Rob Gronkowski shouldn't have. He had a couple more years in him. He shouldn't have
Yeah, I
retired.
mean-
No, the reason why there's more games played is
He also
because
has-
Kelsey can stay healthier. Kelsey's a healthier athlete than Gronk.
That's why he's playing more. That's why he's playing.
The
longer.
point is,
The point
wouldn't
is,
you
Gronk is
agree?
still playing today.
Wouldn't you agree that health contributes to a legacy of greatness? Because
Why Tom Brady's so good?
he was healthy. The reason why no one knew who Steph Curry was his first 3 seasons because he wasn't healthy. He got healthy and hasn't been injured since. Look at the man he is today. Being in the game matters. Being in the game matters. You can't just be like, well, you can't be the D Rose if you never got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
That's.
But my point is, you have to
He said
be
D-Rose.
in the game to have a legacy, and
Matt,
that his health hurt
Matt,
him.
You have to be in the game to do anything.
Exactly my point. And if he did, the reason why he doesn't have any games is it's a health problem. He's more
Because
injury
he
prone.
retired.
He's more injury prone too.
Bad shoulder.
Okay.
Bad arm.
Okay. Kelsey he's not getting hurt.
Exactly. So I'm just saying you're making me.
But my point is,
My point is
you have to be
that
healthy.
Everyone's got to be healthy, Matt.
Exactly. That's why he's better. He can stay on the field.
So
That's what hurt Brandon Marshall, wide receiver in the NFL. We're like comparing oranges to
Brandon
apples.
Marshall's kind
Brandon Marshall's plays in the same game these two played. The reason why he wasn't so good as the T.O.s, the J. Rice, is because he couldn't stay on the field.
I think that's a different.
He couldn't stay on the field. He's even said it. The reason why he hasn't been as great as the other ones is he couldn't be on the field. He got hurt all the time. Same with Chad Ochocinco. He got hurt all the time. Running across the middle.
First off, Chad Johnson is definitely one of the best receivers out there.
He is, but he's not the best.
He's not the best.
He's not top 3.
I don't even think that motherfucker's top 10.
I think he's definitely.
He's top 1
He's
personality
He's
wise.
one of the greats, okay? But Kelsey's a better tight end.
He's the most trips
Not a
to
better tight end.
McDonald's.
He's a better tight end. What is his stat? I mean, there's numbers.
He's a
mean
better
nothing.
receiver. If you like I said, if you look at these stats, better receiver. Better receiver.
That tight ends received the ball too.
But block if you put
There's no blocking stats. You don't get points for blocking.
there's no blocking stats.
There's
But if
stats
that's
that
a
are
stat,
unseen.
If that's an unseen stat,
That's
stat,
the only thing he got on him.
he's a better overall tight end.
Than Kelsey is. Kelsey's a better overall tight end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a better over. If you're putting, that's what my
The only thing that Gronk is better is blocking, and that's not if you're only a blocker,
If you're
gonna be under.
You're joining the O-line.
so
Because what is Kelsey?
besides some receivers
Mhm.
that are more known for their blocking, which aren't getting as many receptions.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce is really only getting receptions.
Yeah, he's only.
So
getting
he's a
receptions.
receiver.
He's a tight end.
He's a glorified.
He's
receiver.
a tight end. You can't call it glorified when he's a tight end.
He's a glorified. receiver.
You
I
want
like
you're
to base it off who spends
you're riding the
most
peen
time
so
standing
much.
up.
In a postseason, his defense won his first Super Bowl for him.
We're not getting on this topic.
It-
We're quitting because I'm just
If
gonna
you
get.
throw one as a quarterback, your job is to
I'm
do what?
I'm gonna be the
Throw
bigger man
touchdowns
here.
and game
I'm gonna be the
manage.
bigger man here, and I'm not gonna
And
get.
he only threw one.
See, this
in
is the thing about
0-1.
His
His
Matt.
first
Team-
postseason.
This thing
he
about
threw-
Matt.
He threw one touchdown.
This is the thing-
Special teams and his defense gave him his first championship.
Anyways, this is if we keep
I'm
going on.
just telling the truth
If we
here.
keep going on, this is gonna be an episode about me and Matt talking.
I'm just telling the truth here. I'm ruffling feathers. I'm and
He
it's
is
ruffling
He is ruffling
because
feathers.
it's the truth.
It's
Hey,
not
Jack,
the,
you ready to play golf Sunday?
it's not the truth, but I don't want to just get into a whole
It's the
other
truth.
30-minute
Patrick
conversation
Mahomes will be the
about
GOAT when
this.
it's all said and done.
I'm not getting another. Anyways,
He's the greatest quarterback to ever touch
this
this
guy's.
game.
I just want to say, if y'all don't know Matt, this is Matt's thing. He likes to try and, like I said, ruffle feathers. We're not getting into this because this isn't going to be another 20, 30 minutes of this. Anyways, okay, moving on. College baseball. College baseball.
College baseball.
I'm going to be the bigger man.
All right, this is where I need to start talking to
I'm gonna
again.
be the bigger
The
man.
defending champs are back on the diamond. Them LSU Tigers.
LSU Tigers, who struggled against a VMI team. But granted, they did come back.
It's the beginning of the
It
year.
is the beginning of the year.
You know they don't know the pitching rotation yet.
Don't know.
Thatcher Hurd is not the best pitcher that LSU has. He's not. He's the third. He's third day starter. He's trash game.
There's one guy I hate, and it's that Ackenhauser guy.
You don't like Nate
He's built like a
Ackenhauser?
middle-aged father.
You
Does
don't
that
like-
to do with the mustache?
You don't like Nate
He,
Ackenhauser?
he throws grenades in there.
Dude, it worked. It worked. The hefty lefty, baby.
That's not who I'm thinking of then.
That's Jared Lorenzo, hefty lefty. But Nate
Yes,
Ackenhauser.
he's got one of those.
Kirby.
Oh, they got the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate Ackenhauser. I don't think he's a
What's that,
mustache.
like
He more has a
50 years?
beard.
Yeah. Something like that.
Why do you
Reminds
hate-
me of Flair on YouTube.
Why do you hate Nate Ackenhauser?
I just don't like. He's just weird looking.
You just
he's,
don't
he's
like-
good. He's just weird looking.
Yeah, he's good. He's not a starting pitcher.
No, definitely not. He wouldn't
you-
be able to go 3 innings.
Okay, he's a dude you throw in there
When you
To
need a good
pitch?
inning.
when you're letting your closer warm up.
He's good at it. He's a
He
solid
gets-
inning and a half.
Inning, 2 innings max.
Yeah, max. And he did that for us in the College World Series this past year.
Mhm. But there's people out there that make millions of dollars doing that.
Exactly.
There's nothing I enjoy more.
Exactly. But he wanted to come back for another year. I don't think he's going to the league, like, big time. Like, I don't think. But he's good. It's all good.
Also, you could look at some of the best relief pitchers of all time have more innings pitched than anybody because they pitched every other game.
Yeah, Eckersley for the Athletics. He's up there, I think, in most strikeouts in history. And he wasn't a starter. He was
So we're going back to the games played conversation then, huh?
Yeah, the same thing.
Well,
Relief pitchers
no,
games
no,
played.
games played.
No, anyway.
Most-
Okay, I'll get
most
that.
mounted-
I'll get it.
Okay.
Anyways.
But it should
Anyways,
be impressive
he's
that he
proving
doesn't.
my point
he
even
doesn't-
more.
he
He's
doesn't-
proving my point.
How am
Anyways,
I proving your point?
but Jackson, what were you saying?
I forgot.
I don't even know how Wake did Wake Forest lose with Chase Burns on the
No,
mound.
they won.
No, he
They
pitched
won.
Saturday.
I saw on their Instagram and they said it's Burns Day.
And they said kill the narrative as well. That's one
I
guy
guess he
that
pitched Friday.
I wish nothing but the best for him.
You do?
I wish.
I've heard other Tennessee fans say they hope he burns.
Well, I'm getting to that point.
Okay, because
But this quote unquote kill the narrative thing, I don't know what that's about.
I don't know. On LSU's Barstool, since we're talking about Wake Forest, on Valentine's Day they put the video of Danny, whatever his last name is, Lovato,
Corona?
Danny Corona. It said Happy Valentine's Day.
This man
When he was
said
humping,
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, but when he was last year when he was humping the player's face,
Oh,
he
yeah,
also
yeah.
said Happy Valentine's Day, and they
Is
added
his
that
last
Wake
name
Forest.
not spelled with
In
B-U-R-N-E-S?
Philadelphia.
Huh?
I thought it was B-U-R-N-E-S.
Burns?
Burns.
No, it's Burns.
It's just very
Dang, he had a good 6 innings,
He did.
10 Ks.
What was that? You probably know. What stadium were they playing in the Tennessee Notre Dame game? Was it Notre Dame?
It was at Notre Dame.
It was at Notre Dame. I saw a clip of who hit the home run into left field.
For Notre Dame?
No, for Tennessee.
Are we talking about? I'm not gonna
What
lie.
game are you talking about?
This weekend.
This weekend?
I don't know.
Billy Amick?
Yes.
Mhm.
Because I was about to text y'all.
This weekend they're
Billy
playing at the
Baines.
Rangers
I
Stadium.
saw it live. And I
Yeah,
was
they're
like,
playing at the the Astros. Is
Yeah,
that
that's what the Astro
So
Stadium.
not Notre Dame.
It was at the Astro Stadium.
This weekend?
It was this
They
weekend.
played
It was at the Rangers Stadium.
Is it Rangers?
Go to the
I
game.
thought it was the Astros.
That's what I was
They're
asking. I
playing
was
It was
asking
either
what
the
stadium.
Astros
They were playing at the Rangers
it might be
Stadium.
Rangers, but
The Shriners.
But that was a bomb.
nuke. Yeah, it was a nuke.
Because Texas Tech's in Arlington, right?
They said Billy Bombs. That was the hashtag Billy
Texas
Bang.
Tech?
No, they're,
No,
in
they're in
Lubbock.
Lubbock.
They're in Lubbock. They're out west Texas.
But they might have been. I thought they were in.
They're
Houston.
nowhere
And
near.
who's in Arlington?
He hit that home run. My spirit animal.
You mean
came out.
Austin?
They're like right next to each other.
Austin is Texas. University of Texas and
Dallas and Arlington are right next to each other.
Yeah,
They were
Yeah.
playing in like a dome.
I guess nobody had home field advantage.
but
Are
I
you talking
guess
about
everybody
baseball?
in Texas did.
Baseball, the Rangers.
That's what I'm
Rangers,
saying.
yeah.
But
It was
who
a Ranger Stadium.
is there any college teams in Arlington? Is what I'm trying to get
UT
at.
Arlington.
I don't think they were. in
Dallas
Shriners.
Baptist.
I don't think.
I think Dallas Baptist is.
No.
I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure
know
they
if
are.
anybody was that was their
Couldn't
home
tell.
field or whatever.
I would think home field would be either. I mean, there really wasn't any home field, but I think it was either would have been Oklahoma or Texas Tech, in my opinion. But
I should know where Texas
Heck,
Tech
but
was.
also Tennessee had a tight game today. It was at Asheville State.
yeah, I
They won by one.
I take those games with a grain of salt though, just because you got a freshman pitcher making his first.
I need to see
outing.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
you can't. These games at the beginning of the season, if you lose them, what I've learned about baseball, I'm just new to the baseball.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's-
nowhere near
It's
it.
not like football where if you lose to someone like that, it's like, oh my gosh, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
I know now I've learned in baseball is that every game's a different game
Mhm.
because it's a different team because of who's on the mound.
We lost to GCU, who is a really good team. First weekend, we also got swept by Mizzou. We got. I mean, I think Vandy didn't. No, we took two. Did we take two from Vandy?
I'm
This
pretty
past
sure
year?
we took two.
Yeah, y'all took the weekend this year.
We took.
This past year.
Anyways, we lost some games we shouldn't have lost. We won some games, but it really
I mean,
baseball's a difference.
yeah, LSU
What'd you
lost
think
two
about the
series last
GCU
year to
game?
Auburn
Were
and
you happy
Kentucky.
or mad?
So I was wearing Tennessee orange,
Mm.
along with actually a few other fellow. I don't know if they were GC kids. I was not pissed until I was leaving, and this kid was literally wearing a Morgan Wallen hat. You know he's wearing a Morgan Wallen hat for the Tennessee game. Why wouldn't you be wearing a Morgan Wallen? But as I'm leaving, he starts chirping at me, and that's when I got pissed off because I know he's wearing that hat for a dang reason.
I
have a question.
You're over here like, look at my student ID.
I'm about to ruffle some more feathers.
Though,
Are we really gonna consider Morgan from Knoxville when he's from a town that's an hour and like 20 minutes away?
Sneedville?
that's not
Yeah.
ruffling feathers. I mean, I don't care.
But are we really gonna consider him that?
No, but also we could say we're from Chattanooga.
We live in Chattanooga.
I know.
I don't
so
live in Chattanooga.
I
think we
live in
are.
Tennessee.
It's like
I live in Idlewild.
It's like saying I live in
I live in
Marietta,
McDonald.
Georgia, but I'm from Atlanta.
I am
But
from Chat.
I live in Marietta. I'm from Marietta,
So I've learned from
That's how, I got a lot of buddies that say they're from Atlanta,
but they live in Marietta.
Maybe
It's
the
like
range
hour
is
away.
an
They live
hour.
like Buckhead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or a certain mileage is your range.
I've learned
What
from
was the
Atlanta-
cutoff?
Well, there's
Because it's not
50 miles is the
It's not.
cutoff.
It's not a short.
There's a circle of 50 miles.
It's
There's
not
point-
like Morgan.
there's
family's
Knoxville
like,
and
we're
then
just gonna
50
go down
miles.
the street.
Are we 50 miles in Knoxville?
We're
I
90.
think more or more.
We're 90.
I've learned
We can't be
from
fans of Tennessee then.
Atlanta kids that
You
there's
can't say from Knoxville.
there's an ITP and an OTP, which is like inside the perimeter, outside the perimeter.
Mhm.
Which I don't know where the perimeter is of Atlanta, but you say like, oh, I'm ITP, I'm inside the perimeter, or I'm OTP, I'm outside the perimeter of Atlanta. So I don't know if that's what Morgan's trying to do with that.
I just want to he says he's from Knoxville, but he's from Sneedville.
Well, I think a lot of people outside of Tennessee knows where Sneedville is, so that's why he says no.
But here's my thing. Like my fiance's from Lawrenceburg, and she's 45 minutes from Nashville. She's not over here like I'm from Nashville.
I wouldn't want to claim Nashville, if we're being honest.
I'm just saying.
I understand her.
I'm saying.
Buckle bunnies.
Go Preds.
Yeah.
Go
You know, over here like
Preds.
Smashville, you know.
That's a different meaning.
Okay.
We ain't talking about hockey.
God.
We were though. We were. I was talking about because they call it Smashville, is it not?
It is called Smashville.
Oh, sorry. If I just ruffled some feathers, I hope I did.
You didn't ruffle any feathers.
I
here.
hope I did.
Creighton beating up on UConn?
Yeah.
Oh,
I also
upset alert.
said, do y'all follow Cook the Book?
I love Cook the Book.
He had a freaking Creighton play, and I was like, that's not hidden. I don't know what you're talking about. And
Some people got the script, some people
somebody
don't.
have the script.
I ain't got that
Someone know what's going
How
on.
did that? Did you watch that video I sent you of the baseball one?
shit. Hey, I want to put this out here, Will. If somebody says it's a lock on the interweb, not a lock.
I didn't do it. I
Okay,
just sent it to
don't
you.
be like, there's no way this parlay does not hit on
It's
Thursday
definitely
night.
not hitting.
It ain't hit. Because it's going to be like Patrick Mahomes to throw it behind his back and kick it.
At the
It's
same
plus 20,000 odds.
consecutive
It's a lock.
time.
Kadarius told me he was going to do it. It's a lock. It's like,
If you win, you're rich though. You know, it's the motto.
but the
You're-
Parlay
you're a
Cafe,
millionaire.
they
Yeah.
back it up. They do everything. The
With
Parlay
stats.
Cafe is goaded.
Yeah, but we don't condone underage betting or betting in states that you can't bet in.
I do.
I do. Throw your money on it.
I plead the fifth.
I'll be your bookie.
Don't listen
Waste
to
your
that.
money,
That's-
kids.
If we ever we're gonna look back at this time and be like, dang,
That's absurd.
this is why we didn't get a sponsorship one day.
Chattanooga
maybe-
Police Department.
This is
Oh,
why we
shit.
did this. One.
God.
Yeah, Barcel's like, we love your attitude. We love it.
Oh,
Be a rep.
Lord.
Sponsor me,
I'm being
FanDuel. I need
serious.
money.
Hey,
Um,
if you got big risk, there's sometimes a big win.
I'm not a big risker. Though.
yeah, not better.
Yeah, I'm
Can
not
we
big
just
And if
let's go
somebody,
to the-
hold on, one more thing. If somebody says they're a professional sports bettor,
That's-
no,
Don't listen to it.
nobody does that.
Let's-
Nobody does that as a job.
Can we go into the this weekend's games?
With
That's
baseball, basketball,
We could do baseball since we're talking about baseball.
you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Let's just look at them.
Hey,
Go Friday?
Baseball
Friday.
starts in
No.
2 days.
This coming
Spring
weekend.
training?
This coming weekend.
Oh, this coming
Yeah,
weekend.
yes,
Let's
sir.
do SEC.
Yeah, we don't care about. We do care.
We'll start Friday.
Friday. Any big games? Any big games?
Oregon State, Arkansas. That's
Northern Illinois has been on a hot streak.
For real?
No, I don't know.
Oregon State, Arkansas. That might be an interesting game. Just
Georgia Southern Mississippi State.
Georgia Southern's a good ball.
Georgia
Mhm.
Southern.
They're a
Dirty.
damn good ball team.
Uh,
What's
Let's
that
check
been?
out Saturday.
Hold on, go back. Who's Gonzaga playing?
Auburn, I believe. No, I lied.
Let's think
yeah, I think
Arkansas.
they're playing better.
Ooh, LSU's got Stony Brook.
I ain't worried.
Auburn, Virginia. That's be a good game.
Not LSU's first loss last year is Iowa. I'm not worried.
Kentucky, Kansas. What was Ole Miss playing these bum ass Eagle for?
Ole Miss, High Point.
And they lose 2 to
No, go
Hawaii.
back to the Arkansas game. Michigan
Hey,
ain't a
don't
bad
hate
ball
on
program.
Hawaii. Don't hate on Hawaii.
Arkansas ain't a bad. I mean, Michigan ain't a bad ball team.
I'm going to the Ole Miss Alabama game.
The series
I'm going to the Friday and Saturday game. Yeah.
with Isaac.
No, with my girlfriend's family.
Oh, okay, sweet. It's good to know.
Speaking of that, real talk. I just want to throw this out here too, off topic, on topic.
You're more welcome to come
Clemson
on.
baseball atmosphere is electric. I know I was kind of mentioned that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Electric, fun time.
I can see you.
I did cop a hat. I know
You're
you
riding
say
the
that.
big C's tonight.
I am
We're
riding.
not talking UTC.
I'm riding the Big C Clemson. Fun weekend, fun series. Probably one of the prettiest campuses I've ever been on.
What do you think about the football field? Did you get a look at that?
I got a peek at it. It was cool.
You see the
Coach
the rock?
Dabo,
The rock was glass case.
Oh, it's cased in.
Mhm. But it was an interesting stadium. I thought it was cool, but
Is it that big?
I thought it was
Underwhelming.
going to be a lot bigger. I'm going to be honest. From
They
TV,
call it Death Valley.
it's definitely not. Firsthand, that's
There's only one
LSU's
Death
Death Valley.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge is definitely Death Valley.
I'm a Tennessee fan. That Clemson's not Death Valley.
I've just never been. LSU and Clemson play in like 2024, 2025. One's at.
Hey,
Is this a real Death Valley?
all right, we're
Yeah,
gonna,
basically.
we're gonna put this down right here. Are we going to LSU next year?
Which game? I'm down. We just gotta be.
You
more
gotta pick a
coordinated
game.
as People.
I have to take off that Friday.
We'll drive up that Friday.
We'll drive up that Friday. I'm 100%.
Y'all want to go to it? You go to. I can get
No.
us a place to stay and a place to chill.
No, 100%. I'm going.
I know people. I got a buddy. We go to Shreveport, where I used to live, and then we
I
can
love-
take
I
a
do
3-hour
love
drive down to
Shreveport.
Louisiana.
I do love Shreveport.
Shreveport's a really good place.
We'll
actually.
go to Bojack's.
Shreveport is. I hate people. If you
We're
are from,
saying that Saturday night, though.
if you're from Shreveport, Shreveport's the closest thing to Chattanooga when it comes to like.
That is a
attitude.
good
That's
comparison.
but we don't have casinos. They do.
It's actually
Chattanooga
really
and
good.
Shreveport and like Bossier are all similar. It's kind of
I
scary.
think that's why I like it so much.
It's
Now that I
the
think about
vibes there
it. The vibe is definitely there.
because you're only in 2 hours from Dallas. It's only a 2-hour drive to Dallas. Kind of like our 2-hour drive to Atlanta, Knoxville, Nashville. It's kind of
I'm
cool.
definitely picking
3 hours
it
to
down.
I
Baton
know
Rouge.
one person that would want to go with us.
Who, your dad?
Jason Campbell.
Be down. I mean,
Go Ole Miss.
God no.
Is this football schedule?
This is the football schedule. I mean, we're jumping sports, but
I mean, you're already starting off with some of a hot one.
yeah, we have a hard schedule this year. I really do think UCLA is not as scary now because Chip Kelly's going to Ohio State, so you can kind of tone that one down. But at South Carolina,
Go South Alabama. I'm sure they'll win that one.
Well, are you saying that? Are you scared for at South Carolina?
yeah, they're not a bad team. They got a coach that knows how can win a ball game.
Okay,
I watched it happen.
what's a good
He
game?
can win a ball
we,
game.
we need to start playing this trip now.
He also
He can lose a ball game.
almost lost to Jacksonville State.
I agree, but he can also win. He almost beat Georgia. He's like,
I had a good time at Jacksonville State.
That was a good time.
we could go. You know, a big one to go to. You could go to go to Oklahoma. Go to
But
UCLA.
the thing is, I would like to go to a big game, but I don't want to listen to you butt hurt the rest of the night. So let's go to South Alabama.
Oh,
That's not a fun game.
let's go to Ole Miss then.
I'd love to go to Ole Miss.
LSU versus
Let's go to
Ole
Ole
Miss.
Miss.
Versus
Ole
Ole
Miss.
Man, we
Miss.
convinced Isaac to take his tickets.
No, go to LSU, but it's versus Ole Miss.
I know. He still got tickets. Right?
He has season
No, I want to go to
tickets
LSU.
game.
I want to see it at LSU.
That's what we're
That's what
talking
I'm saying. It's at
about.
LSU.
It's at LSU. It's Ole
Yeah,
Miss.
We'll figure it out.
I can talk about it off.
Tickets as low as $8.
That's gonna be yuck. Where you padded blue?
Let's go to the purple and white game. Or is it purple and gold?
It's purple and gold.
Purple and gold.
Purple and gold. Because I only bleed two things: purple and gold.
Or you bleed blood. That's red.
That's true.
Speaking of college football, you want to talk about this?
Oh yeah,
Matt,
The-
you can take it.
the committee came out today. It's the first thing I woke up to at 10:30 this morning.
Talk to him, Matthew.
That they came out with the new format, the 12-man. We all knew about the 12-man, but how they're gonna make it so everybody has a shot at it. Before it was 6+6, meaning 5 Power 5 conferences plus one group of one conference gets in, and then that's automatic bids, and then there's gonna be 6 at-large bids. Now with literally the Pac-12 imploded itself this past season and
I'm
off
saying
season.
The Power 4, right?
It's the Power 4, so it's 5 plus 7. So it's the Power 4 because the big conferences are now the Big 10, the Big 12, SEC, ACC, and now there's a group of 5. Basically, because I was talking to one of our buddies, Knox, he goes, well, that could be a bad thing because there's 5 group of 5s. What if there's 2 undefeated teams? Well, one's going to get an automatic bid.
Mhm.
For you to get an automatic bid, you have to win your conference. So that's the way you get the automatic bid. Win your conference, and then they can get an at-large. They have 7 at-large bids. So that means He's worried about that because that means that there could be more trash teams in there at large. Because he was also worried about was like saying, what if, a 9-3 team makes the conference and beats.
They won. I mean, heck,
It's just say they beat a 12-0. Just say Iowa went 9-3 one year and beat Michigan this year. They get the automatic bid because they won their conference. Now they got a 9-3 team in the top 5.
Well, I don't think with them going away from divisions, though, I don't see a 9-3.
But I'm saying, but you hear what I'm saying? Like that's what his reason, which made sense.
It makes
Which
sense. Or
makes sense.
How do you decide that Group 5 though?
This is probably the one that's undefeated that won a conference with the best strength schedule.
So Liberty.
Probably, yeah. Liberty's
probably the toughest.
Yeah, Liberty, but that's I like that though. I like that there's more at-large bids.
Well, they got another year.
James
Madison, they got another year though.
But here's a big issue that
Jay State would be eligible.
I think they got another year too, don't they? I think they got 2 years, right?
This was their first year.
Yeah,
So they got another year.
So here's my question: do you think with these @7 at-large bids, do you think that there's going to be a lot of SEC bias or no?
From what I was thinking, wasn't it? I thought it was the next 7 top-ranked teams, right?
Oh, they're just at-large bids. It just said at-large bids. It didn't go over by ranking.
So in that case, then yeah, I could see anything from the group or the Power 4 bias.
Because what if like Tennessee played LSU, Alabama, and let's just say Texas, right? They all lost. They lost 3 of those games. They're 9-3, but they all lost those games at one point. And Alabama won the SEC. LSU's 11-1. And Texas is 11-1.
I don't know.
That's weird to think.
It's definitely
And they're ranked 17, but ranked 12 is nowhere as good as Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's the way you got to think about it. Like, oh, maybe a 9-3. I like that idea that it shouldn't be the next 12 teams. It should be who's the best. And I think this at-large stuff is going to help that. Because there's teams that are 9-3 that are better than an 11-1 team.
The 10-2 Alabama argument.
Yeah, see? Exactly.
Yeah.
So, do you think that since we talked about this last season, every time we had an episode, we looked at the rankings, there's that SEC bias, bias.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to happen? Because the people who control the rankings is the
I don't
committee.
necessarily see that with SEC now. I think it's more like it's going to be the Power 4 bias over a Go 5 team.
Yeah, and I think it might be more clear cut now who gets in with just 4 Power 4 conferences.
Yeah. I will say, did y'all see about Florida State?
Yeah, that their Clemson and their contract ends,
Mm-hmm.
and that they're gonna try to get in the SEC.
I didn't know SEC. I knew they were trying to lead their conference though.
Well, the prediction is SEC. It wasn't. I know what you're talking about though.
I think. I forget what it was about earlier, but it was. It might be coming sooner than we think that they leave.
Yeah, at the end of the season.
Yeah.
This upcoming season, folks.
I realistically, I see them going to the Big Ten.
Both of them?
No, well, Florida State. I could see Florida State going to Big Ten. Because the SEC tried getting them to join already once, and then they denied it. So I don't think the SEC is going to have them come back after they already denied it once.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if they join the Big Ten, you're going to get those recruits coming to Florida now, those Big Ten recruits. I'm not trying to, downplay Big Ten recruits, but you've got a pipeline for Florida kids to come play now.
Yeah.
So.
And I think a lot of it has to do with they got the unlucky draw of the hand because they were 12-0.
13-0.
13-0, excuse me. 13-0. Conference champs, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And they needed to. ACC is a good conference, but with recency bias, ACC hasn't been as strong as SEC and Big Ten.
Nope.
Or even the Big 12. The Big 12.
Big 12 has been pretty on point lately, too.
I mean, TCU, Texas the last 2 years. Oklahoma a bunch of the years before when they had that Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray back-to-back years, and Jalen Hurts.
Well, I think that's all we got.
It's going to conclude.
Me and Matt kind of took it over.
Yeah, we started rambling, but they didn't know about it. I was the one that read on it. So, that was my bad not letting y'all know. I knew.
Well, I just kind of glanced over at work. That was about it.
It's a pretty cool thing to read, though. I was actually excited because, I got to talk to somebody about it outside of us four. Or really just outside of us, too. I'm sorry, you guys. But,
I wasn't aware of
and
the
he had
situation.
he had a really good point about we might get some crappers.
Yeah, we'll get Knox on the pod. He's in town.
Yeah, Knox. Shout out to Knox. Knox would be a really good guest to have. He knows a little ball.
Knox knows a little ball.
Knows ball. His name is
Knox knows some ball.
Yeah. Shout out to Knox Bridmore.
He knows some ball. For sure knows some ball.
We got a Hidden Lakes native.
But,
About a minute away.
alrighty.
5-minute jog.
5-minute jog. Is that why you're losing your weight? Cardio?
Yep, I jogged to Knox's house
Well,
and back.
that's us for tonight, y'all. We're wrapping it up.
Alright, yeah. I'm Chase Roberts.
I'm Will Campbell.
Matthew London.
Jackson Stone.
Sliding them DMs.
See you next week.